Jazmine tuvo que entrar a la escuela. Sí, al principio tenía que dejar de la escuela porque peleaba con los niños. Sin querer, era impulsiva.
She started throwing tantrums for no reason, and she'll start crying, and she started getting red and purple from her face. Little things that connected, and like we noticed that they weren't normal on her.
Agarrarla, y en ese tiempo no manejaba, tenía que andar en el bus. Irme al hospital para verla atendida en una cama con suero en la mano, para que le pudieran estabilizar su reacción.
I was really aggressive. I was like really kind of like attacking people. I couldn't control my anger. Just yelling, stomping. If I cried if I didn't get something I wanted. I really wasn't really sure why I was behaving this way. And my mom tried to do everything as possible, and I wouldn't let her.
Que tenía que psicólogos, psiquiatras y terapeutas, el cual nadie me podía ayudarla. Yo no puedo más con tu hija. No sé cómo ayudarla. Es una niña incontrolable. Estamos hablando de una niña de 5 años. Por Dios, ¿cómo pueden expresarse así de una niña de 5 años? Para mí fue duro al escuchar esas palabras.
St. David's has a wonderful reputation of providing early childhood mental health, both in terms of in-home visiting, which we know is extremely effective, early childhood day treatment, even schooling to mental health. One of the big issues in the mental health community is really about closing the disparities gap. If you're from a different culture, if you don't speak English, that you need to make sure that your children have access to mental health treatment as well.
When I first started with Jazmine, Jazmine was 5 years old. She had just started kindergarten. In kindergarten, she was struggling, so much so that teachers weren't sure what to do with her. Mother would get daily calls to come and pick her up because of the aggression, because of the verbal escalation that would occur.
Por un momento yo me sentía culpable. Pensaba que era mi culpa. Podía tener tanta frustración, tanto mal. Cuando hablé con Brenda referente a Jazz, Brenda me dijo, vamos a encontrar una solución para ella. Ella me dijo, ella no es un problema y no es tu culpa. Al escuchar esas palabras de Brenda, me animaron.
Working with Jazmine, it was a process trying to figure out where the behaviors were coming from, her aggression, and just learning a little bit more about the family. The family started disclosing a little bit more about themselves, what was going on earlier in Jazmine's infancy. I started to connect things that there was a lot of trauma, a lot of domestic violence that was going on, a lot of abuse that was going on that was perpetrated by other people.
We do know that trauma plays a huge role in a child's future success and health. And so a child who experiences serious trauma as an infant or as a toddler, that will actually impact their ability to do well in school. It can impact their overall health, not just their mental health in terms of obesity and heart disease and diabetes and all of that, and that carries into adulthood. We want to have healthy, members of our community as adults. We need to make sure that those children are getting the support and services that they need.
In psychotherapy, we work really on reflection, on processing events, figuring out what might happen in the future and trying to stop those thoughts from coming out. So working on the negative self-talk and working more on positive self-talk and having a better growth mindset.
As we've done more research around children's mental health, what we've realized is that, children are not bad. And the symptoms that we see are not bad behaviors, they're not willful behaviors. And instead of saying what's wrong with you, we have to ask what's happened to you.
When I think of the family and all the work that we have gone through the last several years, the family is just in so much a different place where there are new issues that arise, but they are able to take it on now. So I see that they are putting the interventions in place. I see that mom is able to process events right then and there with Jazmine and with all her children.
Brenda helped me like to have a better relationship with like my mom and my dad and my sister and my brother.
She's more aware of herself now. So she is better at advocating for herself, better at understanding what her anxiety is, how it comes out, and how she needs to step back.
Now like I understand like people try to help me and I didn't let them. And that kind of like gets me like down, but then I'm like, well, at least I have people that care about me now.
Carefree is where I want her to be. I want her to be in that like trusted relationship and understand that it's possible with other people. And you just got to give them a chance. And when she does, she will just brighten up the room.
If we want to grow a child to be healthy and a contributing member of our society, we need to make sure that they get the services that they need when they need them and where they need them. And if we do this early and we really provide effective services, they will be fine. They won't be suspended, they won't drop out of school, they won't end up in a juvenile justice system. And I think that's something that everyone would want, is to see every single child succeed.
I just want to explore the world and to be happy and to be loving.